E.N.D here. It is worth it to buy booster boxes from your local game store, from your LGS. Today we're going to analyze if it's worth it to buy these boxes, in my case Throne of Eldraine, the last set released for Magic the Gathering, if it is worth it to buy these boxes from your local game store or from an online retailer. First of all, out there is the perception that if you buy from an online retailer or a TCG online, the boxes will be much cheaper. And I would say yes. If you buy from online, you will get these boxes for a cheaper price than from a local game store. Let me take a little bit of paper. If you buy this box from an LGS, it has an average price of $100. This is usually the price that you will pay for a booster box from your LGS. I know there are some LGSs that they charge more than $100, but I'm going to take a little bit an average of $100 per booster box of a standard set at release. We're not talking about sets that have been in circulation for 1 or 2 years. We're talking only of standard sets that you can purchase or pre-order at release. This is usually the price that you will pay for a booster box from your LGS. I bought mine for approximately this price, and from an online retailer I will take an average of $90. This is an average price that you will pay from an online retailer. There's a difference of $10, but there is more. The price of the online retailer, so this is the LGS and this is the online. This is online retailer. The price of an online retailer, they usually are between $85 and $95. This is why I took an average price of $90. And the cheapest price that you can find for an online retailer is $80. We're doing $80 just straight, not to do a $79.99. The cheapest price that you can buy, not from an LGS, from a local game store, out there in the market is $80, including the shipping. For my analysis, we're taking the $90, a little bit of average, but I still going to consider to compare if it's worth it to buy these boxes from your LGS or not, even with the cheaper price out there. You tell me $100 versus $90 or $80, it is already not worth it to buy these boxes from your LGS. Yes, that's true, but you have to remember that whenever you buy one of these boxes from your LGS, you are entitled, until stock lasts, a buy a box promo. In my case, for Throne of Eldraine, we had Kenrith, the Returned King. These promos are usually in foil. The only exception was Flusterstone for Modern Horizon, which was not in foil. Kenrith, the Returned King. At this stage, the buy a box promo, I will give it an average price of $10. There are buy a box promos that have been valued less than $10. There are buy a box promos like Nexus of Fate, Tezzeret for Warriors Spark. Those cards, they were much expensive. Just Nexus of Fate, it peaked to $60. Can imagine how expensive it was. But let's take an average of $10, just because I believe that Wizards of the Coast have learned this lesson from Nexus of Fate, and usually these cards they have an average of $10. So now, if you consider that you have a buy a box promo, and let's value the buy a box promo at $10, now we have that If you buy a box from your LGS, it is already valued at $90. It's 100 less 10. Because you will pay $100 for this box, you will have an average value of $10 for the buy a box promo. So now I would estimate the value of the box to $90, which means that you are already benchmarking or breaking even with the online price of $90. There's also a little bit of an extra benefit buying your product from your LGS. You can have these boxes, if you buy it from your local game store, 1 week before the actual release. Throne of Eldraine will be released next Friday, October 5th, and today I already have the box in my hand. Therefore, I think it's an extra benefit, it's an added benefit that having the box of your favorite set of Magic the Gathering 1 week before, it's already worth it, paying $10 more than online retailer, and you're also getting the buy a box promo. At this stage, as I said, having the product 1 week before the official release and the buy a box promo also included, it is already worth it. It's already making, and this I'm not saying, it's not E.N.D that is saying this, it's the numbers that are saying this. It's already worth it to buy it from your local game store. But there is something more. There is a little bit more. Let's compare it with the $80. The $80 is the cheapest price out there for a standard product that I found online, obviously shipped. $90, $100 less the buy a box promo, that is 90. This is still more cheaper, but you will get your boxes at $80 a little bit after the official release, and that for me, it's a little bit of disadvantage. In my opinion, the experience of a new set is the first week or two of the product, where everyone is hyped out, when everyone wants to play with this set during the pre-releases. And as I said, having the boxes 1 week before the official release already outwits the benefit of $10. The difference between 90 and 80 is $10. But you can tell me, I don't care about opening my box at pre-release. I want my box at the cheaper price possible. I will keep my box sealed. Therefore, I'm going to buy it at $80. I do agree. I do agree with you. If you want to keep your box sealed, maybe you will sell it at a higher price in the future. In this case, it's worth it to buy it for $80 from an online retailer. But there is something more. There's something more that you need to consider. That you need to consider if it's still worth it to buy these boxes from your local game store or not. Because for Throne of Eldraine, Wizards of the Coast have added also this beauty of a pack. They have added a collector booster pack with every box you ordered from your local game store. Your local game store, in my case, it's always until stock lasts, so don't pretend that tomorrow you're going to buy one of these boxes and you'll be given the collector booster pack. Until stock lasts, in my case, I ordered my boxes 1 week before the pre-release, and the local game store that I buy from honored the booster pack, the collector booster pack, and they gave me the booster pack, the collector booster packs with my box. Now it's a different story, because this particular pack has an MSRP of $20, and even though Wizards of the Coast have officially said that they will not have more MSRPs, in case of the collector booster pack, they said that it should be sold at around $20, which means that this has an MSRP of $20. In my case, I'm going to say that this has an MSRP of $20. This is the collector booster pack, and now the box value is $70. With this pack, we have a difference of $10 between the cheapest price out there for standard boxes shipped and your local game store. Now it's clearly that having the box 1 week before, you have the buy a box promo, you have also the collector booster pack for $100, even $110, it is already worth it buying it for $80, the cheapest price out there for online retailers. There is one last thing. The Throne of E.N.D collector booster packs, it's not $20, currently being sold on eBay for $30. And this is very important, and I don't think these will get cheap in the future. If you consider that this is being sold for $30, now it's not $70, now it is $60. And if this pack in the future will be twice as much as its value today, that is $60, now we're talking that the box is nearly $30. And if you consider that these boxes have cards like borderless planeswalkers currently being sold at $60, in foil currently being sold at $150, you have the special showcase, which foil they are currently being sold also to $70. We're talking about rares and or mythics. If you consider all this, $60 for a booster box of the last or the latest standard product for Magic the Gathering with the buy a box promo, and you have also this, it is much cheaper than any price that an online retailer can give you. As a summary, it is worth it to buy these boxes at $60, or it's worth it to buy from your local game store, or it's worth it to buy it for $90 or $80 from an online retailer. I think the numbers don't lie. My opinion is that if local game stores will keep the prices at around $100, at an average of around $100, and they will give you the buy a box promo and maybe another collector booster pack, it is worth it to buy my boxes from my LGS. You can leave me a comment below. From where did you buy your Throne of E.N.D booster box? And here the subscription button, subscribe for my channel for more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.